yes, indeed, continues. The boys Class AA basketball championship on the line as the Terriers of Carbondale take on the Rams of Peoria Manual. Hello again, everyone. Joe Passion back with you. The game everybody's been waiting for, and it'll be thoroughbreds out there. Put on your racing shoes. It should be that kind of a game. Highlights from earlier games that these two teams played. Well, they had some great action, and they went from baseline to baseline. That's how they played their basketball. Let's take a look at some of those highlights and how the earlier games were played. Earlier today, the Class AA semifinal saw Peoria Manual jump out to an early lead against Rockford Boylan, and the Rams never let up in an 80-67 victory. In the second semifinal, sentimental favorite Lions was beaten by Carbondale in a contest that was close for 3 quarters. Lions coach Ron Nikovich will now close out his career in the consolation game against Rockford Boylan. Carbondale's victory pits them against the winningest coach in IHSA history, Dick Van Schaik. Carbondale will shoot for its first state basketball title, while Peoria Manual aims for its first since 1930. So here's how the brackets break down, leading to this 87th championship overall in high school basketball in Illinois. Manual against Carbondale, and it should be a dandy of a game as both coaches here to try and capture their first state championship. Now, let's take you down the streets of these two towns, get an idea where the community hails from, as Country Company's Main Street video takes us to Carbondale, Illinois. Carbondale is back in the hunt for a state basketball title, and the Terrier fans are all smiles. This friendly Southern Illinois city is home to the Salukis of Southern Illinois University. Carbondale High School, with a student enrollment of over 1,000, is primed and ready to go for this year's #1 prize, a state championship trophy. As you can imagine, Peoria is all excited also about their Rams who are here, particularly for Coach Dick Van Schaik. He has waited a long time, and now he's got the chance. So let's take this chance to walk along the streets of Peoria, Illinois, as our Country Company video takes us along that street. The central Illinois town of Peoria is in love with their Rams this weekend, as enthusiasm runs wild for a state title there. This Illinois river town is home to the Class A baseball Chiefs, the University of Illinois Medical Center, the Peoria Civic Center, and Caterpillar Industries. Peoria comes to Champaign with aspirations of winning their first state basketball title in 64 years. All right, so that's the stage here for the championship. It's Manual against Carbondale. To further set the table for you and tease that appetizer of this game, let's send it over to center court, and Kenny McReynolds and Dan Roan pick it up.
All right, Joe Passion, thank you very much. Basketball season in Illinois begins around Thanksgiving time with holiday tournaments around the state. And now we've come all the way through to March, and the championship game in Class AA tonight, Peoria Manual takes on Carbondale. Kenny McReynolds, 2 downstate teams, and a lot of people have been saying in the past few years it's going to be a while before we see another downstate champion. Well, the time has come tonight.
Yeah, the time has come tonight, Dan, and I hope you fasten your seatbelt, because this will be a real quick up-tempo, up-and-down basketball game. I'm looking forward to it. It really should be an awful lot of fun.
It should be a lot of fun. Carbondale has been very impressive in the tournament so far. Carbondale, coached by Tim Blyer's, got an excellent record. Their team this year is 28-3. And earlier tonight, we talked to Tim about his thoughts on playing Peoria Manual tonight.
Well, I think we've got to get the ball inside to Tucker. You know, not only do we have a height advantage inside, they've got some young players inside, and I think it's very important we get Tucker, who's a veteran in there, that's a senior that's played there for 4 years. We get him involved in the game early. We know that they're going to drop a lot of people around him when he catches it, but he's an outstanding passer, so we've got to go ahead and use him on the post.
And, of course, Troy Hudson. Boy, what can you say about Troy? The last 2 games, 62 points, 9 3-pointers. He's a tournament's leading scorer going into the action tonight. This young man is a big-time basketball player. There isn't anything this guy can't do, Dan. He can score any way you like your points scored. He can score from the inside because he can jump over you. And, of course, he can bury those 3-pointers from the outside, and he can get the steals on defense. It really should be an outstanding game. The All-Stater, Troy Hudson.
Troy Hudson has already set a AA record for most 3-point shots shots in one tournament, and he's still got one game to go. Also moving up in the all-time list of scorers in one individual AA tournament, so he's doing a terrific job for his club. On the other side, the sentimental story tonight is Peoria Manual coach Dick Van Sciak. In his 45th year of high school coaching, his 28th year at Peoria Manual, his best finish ever has been second. Tonight he gets a chance to go all the way.
Well, you know his team will be fired up because he hasn't won this. He's been here so many times. He's finished second. So look for the Rams to come out, press, run and gun. They want to get Dick that championship trophy.
Very unique basketball club on the Rams side, Kenny. Very young team. They start a freshman. That doesn't happen very often here in Champaign. They also start a couple of juniors. They have a great senior in Brandon Hughes, and we'll talk more about him in a second. But how does Dick Van Sciak feel tonight going into this championship game with a chance to finally win the big one in Champaign?
Well, you know, they don't really have a weakness. We've played them before, and we're going to have to, hopefully we can contain their guards and force Tucker out away from the bucket. And again, he may go out and handle the ball at the guard spot, and he's an awfully good passer. Our kids are just going to have to pick it up a notch tonight.
And the Rams are led by Brandon Hughes. He had 26 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds today. This young man, as well as Hudson, can score him in bunches. He can hit him from the three-point stripe. He can hit him from the outside, the inside. He's a big-time basketball player also, Dan, so it really should be an outstanding battle of the guards, Hughes and Hudson.
Brandon Hughes, watch that crossover dribble, then the pull-up straight up for the jump shot. He's an explosive jumper, Kenny. One of the most that I've seen out here, going straight up with that jump shot.
Yeah, that crossover dribble, as you mentioned, Dan, is extremely deadly because he'll cross over, then he'll pull up and jump over you. And he's only about 6 feet, what, 6'2", maybe 6 feet tall. Of course, you know they like to stretch him down in Peoria, but he's an outstanding talent, and it really should be a great battle, Hughes and Hudson. But I think the key to the ball game will be Tucker from Carbondale. Hughes and Hudson can balance each other off, but you have Hudson in the middle. I'm sorry, Tucker in the middle. It goes coast to coast.
Ivan Watson puts Peoria Manual ahead 2-zip, and out of bounds it goes. Carbondale will hang on. The officials tonight, Charles Brown and Jesse Knighton.
And of course, you know, Charlie Brown played down here in that 1954 Marshall basketball team.
Terrific honor for any officials to be selected to work the final. And those are our two men in stripes tonight. Hudson off the back iron. Rebound by Green. Loose on the floor. Ripped out by Manuel. The freshman got his hands on it. Now they work the 2-on-1, and Coleman scores.
And that's the way a break should be run, Dan. The ball never touches the floor. They just pass it back and forth, and Coleman with the layup.
I talked to Dick Van Sciak before the game. I told him we complimented his club on being one of the best passing teams we'd ever seen in high school. He said they've been like this ever since these group of kids started playing together. He said they really enjoy playing with one another, and it sure shows on the floor.
And Green enjoys getting that offensive rebound and that little bucket right there.
Offensive rebounding will be a big key in this game tonight. Shoot it inside. Hughes down low again. Shot up and in by Ivory.
And Ivory shoots that so high, Dan, it's impossible to block. He almost brought rain. He shot a rainbow.
Manuel off to a hot start. Great defense. Watson got the steal, drew the foul.
Not only did he get the steal, he was clipped. 1st and 10.
Carbondale's second appearance in the championship game. They were runners-up back in 1967. Tim Blyers coached 15 years in all in high school basketball. Wrapping up his 6th year in Carbondale, won 142 games, and of course, look at the number down low there. Dick Van Sciak, 825 victories, but no state championships coming into the game tonight. Watson three-point shot is short. Ivory rebounds. This is Hughes. There's that pull-up jump shot. Short. Tucker rolls in, can't score it. They skip it out to Bates. He can shoot the three. He's a little short. And in it comes to Manuel, and they've got the numbers again.
Watch the pass.
Hughes up and under. Maybe one too many that time, and they come away empty. Now the bust out for Carbondale, and Bates lays it in.
Fasten your seatbelts. Now zone press in the backcourt for the Terriers. No problem breaking it. Got a 3-2 zone across.
Different look. Manuel sets up against it.
So now they have to come back out and to run their zone deep offense. Hughes doesn't like what he saw. Boy, way too stationary. You move the basketball. You need some movement against the zone, Dan.
Hughes on the move off the back of the rim. Tucker got the rebound. He's in the open floor. 3-on-1. That'll be a 10, won't it?
Oh, yeah. Where's my card?
6 apiece on the fly-in hammer shot by Rashad Tucker. Good look inside by the freshman, and Hughes scores. Nice feed down deep by Sergio McLean.
And Hughes answers the slam with a good 2.
Bates jams it inside. Here's Tucker up again. Soft shot right off the back iron. Ivan Watson penetrates.
Nice job of stopping, though, the penetration with Bates. Here's that 3-2 zone again, Dan. 3 men across. And you see Hughes doesn't like what he sees. He said, wait a minute, guys, let's do something.
How do you like that?
You like that?
You're going to play 3 in front. You better get somebody in front of that guy. Brandon Hughes for 3. He has 5 in the game. It's 11-6. Manuel on top.
Cool.
Hudson right back at you. Missed it off the back of the rim.
Little Isaiah Thomas show there, huh?
Hughes pull up. Soft shot didn't go, and a foul as Tucker came flying out of the pack again. We'll take a timeout to catch our breath here with 3:31 to go in the opening period. It's Manuel 11 and Carbondale 6. One of your network sponsors, Country Companies.
Well, I said Rashad Tucker would be the key to this basketball game, I thought, for Carbondale. Here he is on the breakout. Look at this. Up, up, and away. Superman has entered the building.
These two teams know each other, Kenny, a little bit. And for more on that, let's check out Joe Passion. Joe?
Back on December 5th of '93 of this past season, actually the first regular season game of the year, not a tournament game. It was Carbondale losing to Manuel 79-71. Carbondale was actually up by 19 at the half of that game. Hudson, the high Carbondale score with 19, Tucker with 14. High score of the game, though, was Brandon Hughes with 23.
That game was also played on a neutral floor in the SIU arena. Another big gym for these guys to get a look at. Down low it goes. The freshman McLean spins up, had it tipped away, and taken away by Carbondale. Tucker on the dribble. And a reach-in. He's so quick on the baseline, you can't get in front of him.
Can't get in front of him. That crossover dribble, too. You have to try to play that outside shoulder, Dan, but that crossover just so deadly. You know, I call him a point forward, a la Scottie Pippen. He's not as good as Scottie Pippen, but he can handle the basketball and play a little point forward. Here he is again.
Tucker tied up as he rose for the jump shot. We should say that Carbondale defeated Manuel in that earlier game down at Carbondale at Southern Illinois. Final score 79-71. So the Rams out for a little revenge tonight. There's a lot more at stake in this game than there was back in December.
A lot of revenge.
Alternate possession gives the ball back to Manuel. Leading by 3. 2.5 to go in the opening period. Man-to-man defense by Carbondale this trip. Watson shoots the 3. It's a little too hard. Rebound by Cross. Bates had a shot, passed it up, jammed it inside instead, and there's our man Tucker.
Tucker down low in the paint, just spins to the basket.
We've been talking about the Cross family of Carbondale all week. Daniel Cross, an assistant coach for Tim Blyer, 2 Cross brothers on the ball club, and eldest brother Daniel Sr. playing for Florida, the all-SEC player, had 22 today as the Gators beat Penn and moved on to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA. Battle for it. Rams get it. 3-on-3 here. There's the crossover and the rise by Hughes. In and out. Good look down deep, and the layup is good.
Great look down low.
Willie Coleman gets his second basket.
With this Rams team, you always have to be looking for the basketball. Keep your eye on the ball, because you never know when they're going to pass it.
Hudson forced it, then didn't get the rebound. It's 3 on none, and Hughes plants it.
They can get up, Kenny.
6'1" senior has 7 points in the first quarter. 15-10 Manual equals their biggest lead. Cross swished it from the side.
Wide open, good shot is Cross.
Then add Cross first 2. And Manuel electing to
slow it
sit
down
on
a
it.
little bit. Yeah, Coleman also just waved to the bench. He has to come out.
And now they come with a trap. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Look at Coleman. He had the basketball huffing and puffing. Now when he gets rid of it, he'll bend over and put his hand on his. See, look at that. See how he bends over?
Yeah, he's
trying to
very
catch his
tired.
breath.
25 seconds. Not too strenuous what he's doing right now.
See, he'll catch his breath. And he'll get rid of it right away.
15 to go.
He's like, don't give it to me. I'm trying to catch my breath. Oh, it's okay. Don't do that.
Here's our man for the final 10, Brandon Hughes. Back into the zone goes Carbondale. Hughes crossed over. Watson penetrate up off the glass and not there. 1 second, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've played 8 minutes in the AA championship game in Champaign. It's Peoria Manual 15 and Carbondale 12. We'll return after these local messages. Condolences to Lou Henson and his assistant coach Mark Coombs there, having lost in the NCAAs to Georgetown last night. I know they'd rather be in Oklahoma City, but I'm sure they're happy to be here watching some of these kind of plays.
Oh, you're watching a guy like Mr. Brandon Hughes. Look how high he gets up. He's 6 feet tall, Dan. Great leg extension for the slam dunk right into our Denny slam camera.
Back live, Carbondale opens the quarter with possession, has it knocked out of bounds, and Dylan Bates will trigger it back in. Off the screen, just a bit too long by Hudson, and out of bounds to Manuel. First quarter numbers look like this. Both teams shooting in the mid-40s. No three-pointers yet for Carbondale. Remember, Troy Hudson has 12 already to set the AA record in only 3 games. Rebounding, Carbondale has the edge, but Manuel has 6 boards in the first quarter. Not bad. Jimmy Cross into the basketball game for Manuel. Also, Cortland Tubbs, number 32. There's Hughes pulling up. A little too wide, and rebound out of bounds to Carbondale. Rolled right off the back of Cortland Tubbs.
Hughes with that crossover dribble. Good jump shot. That's a shot he'll make a lot of times, Dan. It's a pretty good shot for Brandon Hughes.
Brandon Hughes has made 30 of 55 from the floor coming into the game tonight. Austin, stutter step dribble. Had it knocked out of his hands. Then Tucker had it stripped. And it goes out of bounds to Manuel. That's one way to combat that size deficiency. Quick hands on defense on the baseline. And Manuel has those.
They are extremely quick. On play number X.
Played a scoreless minute in the opening quarter. Or second quarter, I should say.
We've yet to shoot a free throw the entire game.
Only 3 team fouls have been committed. They run Hughes in the corner. Hughes isolated. Hughes with Cross. Got around him. Rises up over the big man, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, can he get up or what?
Right up over 6'6" or 6'7", Rashad Tucker.
See, watch Hughes. Comes back inside the, goes left. He just jumps right over. Jumps right over Tucker. He's only 6 feet tall. Look at the extension, the leg extension by Hughes.
Subs in. Sergio McLean back on for Peoria Manual. Also, number 44, Willie Coleman, re-enters. Tubbs and Griffin, the freshman, will sit down. Actually, Griffin's going to stay in there. So 2 freshmen on the floor in the state final game for Peoria Manual.
And Hughes is a little bit short with the first free throw attempt of the ball game.
the second one. 16-12. Manual by 4. Hudson in trouble. Got it away to Tucker. Look at him split the defense off the dribble. A little too hot to handle down there. Hudson wide open 3. Troy Hudson trying to find the range. He's been a little slow to get started. Not only in this game, Kenny, but he had no field goals in the first game Friday night, then wound up with 37 points in the game.
Well, so far he's 0 for 5 tonight. 0 for 4 from the 3-point strike.
Jimmy Cross pitches it back outside to Hughes. He's wide open. He almost aired it. Bates down behind everybody. Hangs and scores. Nice shot by Dylan Bates. By Leonard Cross.
Hey, Dan, I want you to take a look at the calves on Hughes. You see these big giant muscles in his calves? That's why he can get up like that. And he's sneaking behind that zone. Oh, I thought they had a lob.
Carbondale has Tucker stuck right in the middle of it. Oh, three-pointer by Cross. Jimmy Cross. And once again, Manual has its biggest lead, 19-14. Jimmy Cross called for the reach-in foul, or was it McLean? Only the 3rd team foul on Manual, so a long way from shooting. Watson will recheck in for Manual, and Cross takes a seat.
Man-to-man, out of bounds defense.
Oh, body's hitting the deck hard, and we get a charging call on Tony Penn. He absolutely decked the freshman, Sergio McLean.
Heard it again, McLean right there. Good defensive position by McLean. And Penn just a little bit out of control, Dan.
So wipe off the basket by Tucker. No score that time. Emmanuel with the ball, leading by 5. Not a turnover yet for the Rams in this game.
And that is a key. 5 turnovers for Carbondale.
Terriers make an adjustment in their defense again. They fall back to man-to-man. Hughes and Cross out front. Hughes going one-on-one. Way up, but way short. Out on the run, a little bit too far. It's re-stolen again by Manuel. Watson for 3. Right there. Ivan Watson hits a 3-pointer. 8-point lead.
Hudson again, Dan, not tonight.
Troy Hudson 0 for 5 from the floor, has missed 4 3-point attempts, and hasn't scored yet. Make it 0 for 6.
Heard it again. Now, watch Watson after he shoots the basketball, nothing but net. He stays behind the 3-point stripe just to make sure.
May have gotten away with a skip there. 4:28 to go, first half. 22-14 Manual. One of your network sponsors, All Sports.
Dick Van Syak, 45 years coaching. His wife, Karen, we've talked about during the tournament, is in Proctor Hospital in Peoria. And she is, of course, in very serious condition with hepatitis. But they're hoping that the type A virus is going to be curable and she'll get much better. But there's been speculation among Peoria people that I've talked with today, Dan, that this may be it for Dick Van Syak, particularly if he comes away with the big prize. And a lot of that plays on his family situation as well.
Very understandable, Joe, and we certainly wish the coach's family all the best. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If he were to win this game, what a way to cap off a 45-year career.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a great way to go out.
Troy Hudson is finally on the board with a free throw. He'll get one more.
So finally getting on the board, Dan, may calm Hudson down now. He may let the basketball game come to him. I think he's started to force the action after he missed a couple of shots.
Troy Hudson has now made 29 out of 31 free throws in the 4-game tournament. Ball stolen away by Troy Hudson. Carbondale looking for a quick shot. They jam it down to Tucker. Back to Hudson. Yeah.
He's calmed down.
5 in the game for Hudson, and 22-19.
Let the game come to you. After he got on the board, you knew he would calm down.
Griffin has it knocked away. Carbondale starting to turn up the heat on defense. And right away, Dick Van Sciyoc goes to his bench. He's going to get one of the freshmen out of the game.
Yeah,
Griffin will sit.
When you have 2 freshmen in a championship game, that's tough.
Darrell Ivory checks in. 3:51 left in the second period. 22-19. Manuel has led most of the way. Watson against Bates. Nothing there. Long 3-point shot by Crossnut. Knocked by Donald Green. Carbondale 3 points away from a tie. Tucker stripped as he went up, but the reach across foul has been called. And Rashad Tucker will go to the free throw line.
Well, Rashad Tucker in the middle there. Was he working on McClain?
Manual foul, 54, Darrell Ivory.
Okay, Darrell Ivory. You see, Tucker's so quick. Once you get him the basketball, then he could, go one way, then come back the other. You go for that little shoulder fake. When he has his back to the basket, he can just spin either way.
Tucker has made 18 of 23 from the line. Some great shooting under pressure by these kids. Makes them both. 22-21, and now the full court pressure by Carbondale.
Timeout.
5-second call. Riley Brown had the count.
Great defense.
They slapped the full court pressure on, and it pays off.
2, 3, and once it's to 4, you can't call a timeout. He tried to call it, couldn't get it.
Ivan Watson knocks it out of bounds. Carbondale down by 1 with a chance to take the lead here. Hudson runs to it.
Hudson wants it right back, too. Carbondale on a 7-0 run.
Hudson looks for one. Pumped it up in air.
He's in his groove now, Dan.
7 in the game for Hudson.
He can feel it.
Carbondale back in front by a point. Ivory and it tipped and stolen. They've got Hudson ahead of everybody. An 11-0 run for Carbondale.
Not only doing it offensively, but also defensively.
Watson takes care of the pressure. Hughes for 3. That's short. Green rebounds, but a pushing foul first. And Manuel bailed out on the foul call. And Sergio McClain says, yeah, it wasn't much of a foul.
Well, Green's call for the foul. A little push. Just a little shove going for the offensive board.
Billy Coleman back on for the Rams. Jimmy Cross will sit down, and Tony Penn off the bench for Carbondale. He'll replace Lenad Cross. So the 2 crosses out of the game. Watson, pull-up shot. That's off. Rams have really gone cold from outside.
Oh, look at Tucker's shot.
Tucker flying again.
Yeah.
He left that one short, but a whistle on the play. And a foul against Brandon Hughes, I believe. It should send Tucker back to the free throw line.
Did you see Tucker play to the crowd? He started lifting his hands up. Here's it again. After the rebound, Tucker goes coast to coast, splits the defense, goes up, just can't get the roll. He's fouled. If we keep it going, watch him go to the crowd. Come on, guys. Yeah, take a bow.
Number 12,
Take a bow.
Lenad Cross back in. Dylan Bates will get a rest. Rashad Tucker will get 2 free throws. He has 6 points in the game. Well, I'll tell you what, that is a picture-perfect free throw. Beautiful release. Put the hex on him that time. 26-22, Carbondale on top. They've scored 14 straight points, and Peoria Manuel needs to answer. There's a foul on Hudson. His first
reaching in, going for the steal. Well, once Hudson got started, Dan, he got on a roll. He started off very slowly, but once he got it going, okay, hit that 3-2 zone.
Hughes in the corner. Hughes shot a three-pointer over the zone before. Now it goes down low to McLean. Stays with it and scores, and he'll go to the free throw line. The freshman McLean with a chance for three.
Big time play by the freshman because he had nowhere to go. He was surrounded. He looked around, had nowhere to go. Watch when he gets the basketball. See right there, number 40. He's wide open. Here's your weak side defense help. He has nowhere to go. 1-2, double team, step through the double team, and with the finger roll, lays it in.
Left-handed.
Nice job stepping through the double team.
He makes the free throw, and McLean brings his team to within one. Hudson and Hughes out front having some fun. Wild pass by Troy Hudson. Manuel gets it on the turnover. Rams trailing by a point.
And they're going to put on pressure now.
Tim Blyer didn't much like that pass.
7 turnovers for Carbondale.
Willie Coleman, Brandon Hughes, Watson, McLean calling for the ball down on the block. Goes up again left-handed. Left it short. Tucker rebounds. Here he comes again. Tucker. Look off pass to the side. Pin shot rejected, but a foul called on Peoria. Darrell Ivory to pick it up.
Mr. Excitement, Rashard Tucker. He was out of control, but he gave up the basketball. Watch Tucker coming right at you. He's out of control, gives up the basketball. And right here, here's the foul. Block shot by Ivory, but a little bit with the body. And that line now will be pinned.
Penn makes them both. Manual substitution, number 20, Brandon Allen, 5'11" senior. And Ivory will sit down with 1:05 to go. Dylan Bates will check in at the next dead ball for Carbondale. Here's Watson. (28-25), Carbondale leading Peoria Manual. Hughes penetrate, little flip up there, no good. Got his own rebound and then lost it. Tucker leading the break again. He walked that time. Bravo. Right between the rings, he took one extra step, and they caught him.
Here's it again now. Here's Mr. Excitement. One step right here. 1, 2. He was trying to get the ball over the defender, but that's 8 rebounds for Tucker. He has 8 of the 18 rebounds.
Manuel down by 3, content to hold for a final shot if that's what Carbondale will allow here with 20 seconds left.
Well, I'm willing to bet Brandon Hughes takes the shot.
He's got the basketball. Lenan Cross out there looking at him, but not close enough to get any kind of a count started. Now 7. Here we go. Rising up, and he missed it. And that'll do it. That shot would not count, even had it gone. So we've come to the end of the first half. Strong rally by Carbondale has the Terriers in front by 3 at halftime, 28-25. They used a 14-point run to come from 8 back and regain the lead. Right now, let's send it out to Joe Passion, standing by with Carbondale coach Tim Blyer.
Well, Coach, two statistical highlights stand out. One, I guess, really a low light is the turnovers, but that 14-0 run really brought you back into the game.
Well, it did. You know, we felt pretty fortunate to stay close with Hudson shooting the ball so poorly. You know, it took him a while to get on the scoreboard, but I think he's got his confidence back. He's made several points in the last few minutes. Plus, we're getting Tucker the ball down low, and I think that's really generating some offense for us.
All right, Coach, have a great second half.
Thank you.
All right. Tim Blyer and his Terriers in the locker room with the lead after a great run late in the second quarter. We're at the half of the boys Class AA basketball championship from Assembly Hall, and we'll be back with more after this word from one of your network sponsors, Country Companies Insurance. At the half, it's the Terriers in the locker room with a surprising three-point lead. Surprising only because it had seemed like the Rams were going to run away with this, but a great 14-0 run by the Terriers bounced them right back in the game. Joe Passion back here down on the floor of Assembly Hall of America's original March Madness, and what a great second quarter here by the Terriers to get Carbondale back in the ball game, although the 7 turnovers certainly balanced that off somewhat, so we should have a great second half. Now, coming up here at the half, we'll have the trophy and medallion presentations of the consolation game, the 3rd and 4th place teams. And one other note, if Tim Blyer should win this game, he will have beaten 2 coaches that have won over nearly 1,400 games over their careers. Should make for some interesting conversation afterwards. Of course, Dick Van Sciak has his own story. We'll talk about that more as this game continues. And we'll be back to Assembly Hall and America's original March Madness after these local messages. Back here at halftime, the Terriers leading by 3 over the Rams, 28-25. Let's check in with PA announcer Steve Adams on the awards for the consolation game.
Number 21, Tommy Hernandez. Number 32, Ryan Esparza. Number 33, Pat Hand. Number 34, Barry Champion. Number 40, John Lucetti. Number 45, Ryan Peterson. Number 50, Ryan Melling. And number 52, Charlie Newman. Those are the Titans of Boylan Central Catholic High School from Rockford. And now presenting medallions to the squad members of the 3rd place team will be Mr. James L. Fries of North High School in Downers Grove, who serves the IHSA as a member of the board, and Mr. Dennis Garber of Hoffman Estates High School in Hoffman Estates, who serves the IHSA also as a member of the board. Let's meet the Lions of LaGrange Lyons Township High School, who finished the season in 3rd place with a final record of 28-5. Let's meet the principals of Lyons Township High School. First, the principal of the North Campus, Dr. Dolores Fitanto. And the principal of the South Campus, Dr. Lila Sullivan. The head coach of the Lions, Ron Nikovich. Assistant coach, John King. Manager, David Lee. Manager, Chris Stotler. Manager, Tyler Wilson. And now at center court, let's meet the players. First, number 4, Steve Litke. Number 5, Mike Workentine. Number 10, Peter Sprague. Number 11, Chris Korinsky. Number 12, Mike Steemack. Number 20, Willie Spear. Number 22, Andy Hediga. Number 24, Dennis Carroll. Number 30, Dan Grisbeck. Number 34, Graham Alexa. Number 40, Steve Davis. Number 44, Andy Bush. Number 50, Mike Green. Number 54, Mark Witowicz. And number 55, David Yates. Those are the Lions of Lyons Township High School of LaGrange. And now for the trophy presentations. Presenting the 4th place trophy will be Mr. Wright. Will Coach Steve Gores and the captains of Boylan Catholic High School please step forward to receive the 4th place trophy. Mr. Wright, if you please. Congratulations to Boylan for this year's 4th place finish in Class AA. And presenting the 3rd place trophy will be Mr. Freeze. Will Coach Ron Nikovich and the captains of LaGrange Lyons Township High School please step forward to receive the 3rd place trophy. Mr. Freeze, if you please. Congratulations to Lyons Township High School, this year's 3rd place finisher in Class AA. And that concludes the award ceremony.
Well, Max, the first thing I got to ask, what happened to the Lucky sport coat and the Lucky Snoopy basketball tie that you'd been wearing all throughout the tournament?
Well, those are hanging in the room, you know. They have a loss in them now, so we put those away. But I just heard your main man say, ask him about the coat and tie. Well, I brought nothing but good clothes down here because I planned on playing the whole tournament, so I don't have any lounge around clothes right now.
Max Sanders, of course, the head coach of Libertyville, had a great season this year. And you know, you found out by playing one of these teams here that it's not easy in getting through. And a lot of coaches talk about the quarterfinal, the most difficult game of the tournament to get by.
Oh, I think it is too. You know, there's a whole lot of pressure. I mean, to get, you know, that quarterfinal game, you know, if you win the ball game, you're going to play 2 more. And, you know, everybody wants to play 3 games down here. Just the kids want to play. It's exciting. And once you win that first one, you can kind of relax because the worst you can do is 4th in the state. So then they tend to relax and play a little better after that. And, you know, sometimes you're a little tight. We were a little tight and didn't shoot well on Friday. And, you know, that's all it takes against good ball clubs. Boylan did a nice job against us, went inside and outside on us, and that's the ball game.
Well, Coach, 2 out of the last 4 years now, so I would imagine we'll see you back. Hold on to those sport coats.
Yeah, I will. Thank you very much.
Max Sanders from Libertyville, and we'll be back with the second half of our boys Class AA basketball championship from Assembly Hall after these local messages. With Coach Dick Van Syak, that 14-0 run's a killer, Coach, but how do you turn things back around? What's missing in the attack in that second quarter?
Well, we're just going to have to be patient and not get caught up in their running game. They have a heck of a transition game, and once they get that rebound, Tucker, they just take it and go. And we got to get back and try to stop on the transition. That's where they're getting most of their baskets.
All right, Coach, have a great second half.
Yeah, thank you.
Dick Van Syak looking for that big victory here in the championship game. Let's send it back over to center court to Kenny McReynolds and Dan Roan.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Halftime score again, 28-25. Carbondale leading Peoria Emanuel. That run did do the job for Carbondale there, but the Rams are very much in the game, although they're going to have to crank it up shooting. I don't know if Coach Van mentioned that, but they haven't shot the ball very well, although there were some great individual plays in that first.
Really good individual plays. And you talk about the running gun of the Carbondale Terriers. Look at Bates on the long bust out, lays it up. Nice, easy layup. This is what Carbondale likes to do. As Coach Van said, we don't want to get in the running gun game. Here's my man, Rashard Tucker. Ow! I love it. I love it. He just goes down the court. You know, he's Mr. Excitement. Now, when Peoria gets this game into a half-court game, they get on the boards. They do such a great job. Dump it down low down to Willie Coleman. Nice, easy 2 points. And, of course, Brandon Hughes is their main man. Off the steal, Hughes into the Denny slam cam. He's only 6 feet tall, but he can really get up. Another great play, Dan, I thought, was when Peoria moved the basketball around. They get it to the freshman, Sergio McLean. Watch the way he steps through the double team with the left hand and the layup and the foul, and he completed the 3-point play.
Second half yet to come. Carbondale 28, Manual 25. We'll be back to Champaign after these local messages. Back live, that's Brandon Hughes draining a 3, and that comes on the heels of a steal and layup by the other All-State guard in this game, Troy Hudson. So 30-28 now. Carbondale on the lead with the basketball. 7:10 to go, third quarter in Champaign.
Well, I think Brandon Hughes is going to have to take control of this game, and boy, Tucker got away with the travel. The baseline, you get him the ball down low. That nice little spin move. Here it is again, Dan. Watch, here's the bounce pass to Tucker. I thought he may have taken a step, but hey, it counts.
Rashad Tucker to the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 today. Tonight, I should say, from the foul line. He rattled that one out.
Jump ball.
Jump ball possession to Carbondale. The screen, there's our man Troy Hudson with 3 more. Hudson with 14 points in the game now, and it's 35-28. Carbondale's biggest lead of the game.
Nice setup play too off the out of bounds. You saw Hudson use the screen and just came in and with the jump shot. A lot of contact down low, Dan. We're on a Big Ten floor. And I think these guys are playing like they're in the Big Ten. Very, very physical.
Manuel needs a basket, trailing by 7. Coleman, the jump step and the flip up, not there, and another rebound for Tucker. He's got players in front of him. And it tipped away, tried to scoop it to Green and had it stolen away.
Oh, he's exciting, isn't he?
Watson, dumped down, shot up and good.
And another Super Bowl on the floor.
Hey, what's going on here? We had that problem last night. Green right back and lays it in. Well, the Super Bowl is bounced off the floor.
Also happened in the first game tonight.
Ivory to Hughes. And taken away. Tentative pass there. Hudson. Between the legs dribble. Leans in. Draws the contact. Missed the shot. No call. Bad play by Manuel to save it back in underneath, but they are able to knock it out of bounds.
Everything
Carbondale will hang on to it.
Everything's going Carbondale's way, Dan. They've just come out the second half and taken control. They're getting up and down the court. That's something the Peoria Manual did not want to get into a running gun game with the Terriers.
Halftime stats brought to you by the Dairy Farm families of Illinois and Wisconsin. Milk does a body good. And there's the shooting number we talked about. 10 of 28 for Manuel, 35%. That will help increase the shooting percentage. Willie Coleman drops it in. 37-32. Green, Bates jammed down to Cross, had it stripped. But a foul called against Manuel, number 44, Willie Coleman.
Good ball movement by Carbondale. They did an outstanding job moving the basketball around, getting some ball movement. Watch how many touches. Nice down low pass, but before that pass down low to Cross, 4 guys touched the basketball, Dan. Everybody was involved.
Third foul on Willie Coleman as Glenad Cross steps up to the free throw line, had 2 points in the first half.
And that's Daniel backwards, huh?
That's Daniel spelled backwards, L-E-I-N-A-D.
It's Dan spelled backwards.
Be easier. Cross missed a pair, so a chance to cut into that lead for the Rams.
I think he had to just let Hughes try to take control.
Jump shot by Brandon Allen in the game. Not there. Wide open 3, but first a whistle
On Tucker.
Tucker flying a bit out of control, and Willie Coleman hit the deck hard after that collision.
He looked like an injured ankle, Dan.
He'll have a timeout to try and shake things off. 4:57 left in the third quarter. Carbondale hanging on to the lead, 37-32. One of your network sponsors is your local Ford dealer.
Okay, Dan, we're back at Assembly Hall. Now watch the way the Manuel's Rams, when they get the running game going, they do a great job, but I don't know if this is the type of game you want to get into with the Terriers, because that's the game they love to do on that end there. Willie Coleman with the easy layup.
Willie Coleman has 6 points in the game. He's okay, having banged up a knee right before the timeout. He's back on the floor. Brandon Hughes, 4 out of 14 so far. There's that crossover and pull up for 3.
I think if they're going to get back into this basketball game, although he's only 5 out of 15, Hughes is the man they have to rely on.
Hughes has a couple of threes in this quarter, 14 points for the game. 2-point ball game now. Carbondale up by a basket. Hudson, a little scoop shot off the baseline, not there. Watson had it, lost it, and it bounced off the foot of Rashad Tucker. So Manuel with the basketball, trailing by 2 and 4:20 left in quarter number 3.
Now they need to come away with a good shot. Just work your offense, don't panic. There's that 3-man across, a 3-2 zone. And look at Hudson down low.
Not sure what Willie Coleman was trying to do.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do either.
I think he got bailed out as he was last touched by Carbondale. Watson finally regains control. Little 14-footer on the way is too hard. Hit the rim 3 times.
Oh, look at Tucker.
And ripped out by Tucker.
11 defensive rebounds by Tucker.
Hudson to Bates, wide open. And he missed it. Coming right at us. Manuel will get it back.
Again, Manuel has a chance to tie the basketball game up. They have to get a better shot off, though. I still think you just go with your all-stater.
32, Cortland Tubbs has checked in for Peoria. Also in there, Brandon Allen. A couple of guys we didn't see much of last night. Hughes pulls up.
There's your
Man, what a tough shot. 3 threes in the quarter.
Hey, you dance with the lady you brought to the disco, Dan.
Tapped away. Knocked out of bounds, and that's a good call.
It's a very good call, and they went off Penn.
Tony Penn took a swipe at it and knocked it out of bounds, and we get a timeout on the floor. Tim Blyer and the Carbondale group want to talk it over here. They've seen a 7-point lead evaporate, and it's Manuel 38, Carbondale 37.
Well, I think, again, Dan, you have to get the ball into the hands of Hughes. He's your best player. He's your leading scorer, and he can drill this three-pointer. This gives Peoria Manual the 1-point lead. Nothing but net. He's found his range. All of a sudden, he started off slowly. He's 4 out of 8 from the three-point line.
And with that three-point shot, AA title game record, 4 three-pointers in the game for Brandon Hughes.
Been very good. Okay? A couple times when you penetrated, he's been open. You got to get. Come on now, let's work. All right, let's go. Keep working. Let's go.
Tim Blair's been very impressive in those timeout talks, Kenny. Very calm and collected, and I'm sure he imparts that to his players.
Yeah, and what he said, I think he was telling Tucker a couple of times, you've over-penetrated. We've had some guys open, but we're okay. We're all right.
See what Brandon Hughes does with it this time. Double stack offense this time for Peoria. Open on a baseline. Ivan Watson hooked it up there, but somebody got a piece of it. The freshman McLean right back up and in. 7 points for Sergio McLean. 40-37 Rams. Donald Green. Scoring and a foul.
Well, Dan, if you're going to foul him that far away from the basket on a drive, you better make sure that ball doesn't go in or that shot doesn't get up. Now watch the shot. Here's the entry pass right here to Green. Now, if you're going to foul him right there, don't let him get the shot off. You know, hey, grab him. Hey, okay. Make sure that that ball does not get up.
Donald Green ties the game with 2:36 to go in the third. Allen had it poked away, trying to save it back across the line, and Hughes ran it down.
Man-to-man now for Carbondale. You see now your All-State is calling out the offense.
Good look down low. The freshman had it, lost it. Going to get a jump ball out of this and hope nobody gets hurt.
Manual basketball. You see what Carbondale did that time down. They went man-to-man. I really believe Manuel thought they were going to come out that 3-2 zone. Here's a pass down low to McLean. Now, if he just goes right up there, but he lost control of the basketball and everybody on the floor.
Hughes, off-balance shot, hits a back iron. And Tucker wisely slows it down.
That time he used his head, he slowed down. 12 rebounds for Tucker.
Down low, he's open on the block, and he scores, and he'll go to the free throw line as McLean put a body on him.
I think that's just a freshman mistake. McLean with the body on Richard Tucker, the senior, taking the freshman to school. Here's the pass. Now watch Tucker. He had the basketball. Now see right there, McLean with the little push. Tucker with the left hand layup is in. Carbondale with the 2-point lead.
So Tim Blair's club answers back with 1:34. Another timeout has been called. So we'll await the free throw from Rashad Tucker, who's broken into double figures, by the way, with 11 points in the game. Leading scorer for Carbondale at this point is Troy Hudson with 14. And Brandon Hughes has 17 points for Manual, including the 3 threes here in the third period.
Well, one thing about Tucker, he also has 11 rebounds.
Here's Dick Van Syak. Let's listen in.
Extra incentive now. We don't have a 6'8" guy. We don't have a 6'5". You guys have got to suck it up and go to work. One time now.
And check out. No summertime. We're going to check out at the line. No summertime.
Let's go. Play with each other, bringing that ball to the floor, and watch the man in the middle and press up there. Come on.
Hey, sir, you got to go quick with the ball.
Coach Van telling them what they already know, Kenny. These guys are a lot bigger than we are.
We don't have a 6'8" guy, so you guys have to just suck it up and play. So let's go. A little extra incentive now. which is a good idea. Just suck it up and play.
It's been a very streaky game. Carbondale had a 14-point run. Manual and then trailed by 7 in the third. Came back to take a 3-point lead. They won't let Marcus Griffin in until the next dead ball. So free throw coming up for Rashad Tucker, trying to give his team a 3-point lead. And he does. There's the full court.
See this press, they can get a couple of steals. They want to make this a fast ball game, speed it up.
2-on-1 now. Coleman takes it all the way, missed it, tip up and in, the one-handed tip in, and Brandon Hughes. I thought we were going to get a steal there. Hughes just a half step late.
Yeah,
he winds up with a foul.
He was anticipating the pass, playing the passing lane, but as you said, Dan, got there just a fraction of a second late with little body contact. But we're not in the bonus, so it's not a shooting foul.
Sergio McLean comes out. Jimmy Cross checks in. Also, Ivan Watson out of the game, and Marcus Griffin is on for Manual. Brandon Allen replaces Willie Coleman. So 3 fresh bodies on the floor for Dick Van Syok.
And Coleman has 3 fouls. You don't want to pick up number 4 with 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Carbondale runs the weave out front. 14 seconds left. Troy Hudson has it, and he's shoved by Cortland Tubbs. That'll be team foul number 6 on Manual, so no free throws yet. 11.7 seconds to go. Carbondale's basketball, and they hold a 1-point lead.
Not a lot of contact.
Tubbs with Hudson right in front of us. High pick set by Tucker. Here's the shot. Hughes got the rebound. 2 seconds. Got to let it go. And just a little short on target, but not quite enough from Brandon Hughes. So 8 minutes left in the AA championship game, and it's anybody's ball game right now. 45-44 Carbondale. Back after these local messages. One quarter to play in the boys class AA high school basketball championship in Champaign. Dan Ronan, Kenny McReynolds, happy you could be with us tonight for what's been, as advertised, a great basketball game. Carbondale 45 and Peoria Manual 44. Game summary looks like this. Terriers with the edge on the boards. Brandon Hughes has single-handedly kept Manual in the game with 19 points, including 4 threes, and 3 of those in the last quarter.
Well, I think he's your all-state. He's the one that had to get Manual back into the basketball game, and that's exactly what happened.
Donald Green a little short on that one, and rebound by Darrell Ivory. Ivory hangs on, and now Manual back with a chance at the lead. Whoa. Hughes in trouble. Coleman bailed him out.
I've never seen that. He was leaning forward, but he had his feet on the ground. And here's your 3-2 zone, 3 across.
Hughes trying to run around a pick down in the right corner. Watson wide open 3, and he nailed it. Ivan Watson found himself suddenly wide open, so said, hey, I'll just cut this one loose, and he nailed it to make it 47-45.
Well, that'll get you out of that zone, too.
And Hudson has it poked away. Coleman trying to chase it down and cannot do it.
Good hustle, just couldn't chase it down.
But Dick Van Syok didn't like that very much at all.
No, see, he doesn't want his team to make any costly turnovers, not now. They have a 2-point lead. Here it is again, but see, just way too far.
Hudson almost to Cortland Tubbs is able to pull it back and regain possession. We'll be getting now a whistle inside. 3-second call.
That's the first 3-second call we've had the entire tournament.
Away from play, and I mean on the other side from where the ball was. Lynette Cross called for 3, and the ball goes back to Manuel. 7 3-pointers in this game for the Rams, a new AA championship game record. Down low it goes. McLean stripped away by Tucker. What a defensive play. And now Hudson is fouled as he goes in. And what a transition that play may turn out to be.
A great strip by Tucker. You're right, Dan. That could be the player of the game. The Rams on a 2-on-1 break. Here it is again. Tucker, after the steal, they come down to get the ball into the hands of the man they wanted to have. And here's your foul. Hudson, you always want the ball in his hands. But what a great strip by Tucker on the defensive end. Coleman's back, but he still seems to be limping a little bit when he came in, Dan.
Both free throws good. Hudson 31 of 33 in the tournament. Got the scoreboard goofed up here in the assembly hall. It should be 47 apiece, and now they've got it right. Hughes looking for the shot, takes one, drained it, and that's 5.
1-on-1 over Cross.
Adding to his AA championship game record. 5 threes now for Brandon Hughes, and Manuel up by 3. Knocked away in a foul call.
Watson.
Ivan Watson picks up the personal foul, his 3rd, and that one will send Carbondale to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
Hughes is the all-stater. They needed a bucket. There he is. Cross is right on him. Right there.
Looked like his foot may have been on the stripe.
Well, just a little bit, but they give him 3 anyway.
Dylan Bates hits the free throw. Boy, these guys are automatic.
Okay, where's his foot? Let's see.
Right foot.
Right foot on the line. That's a 2-pointer. But the official didn't see it, so it's 3.
Another free throw goes in. Rams come across the timeline. Hughes open again.
That's his
one more time.
No doubt about that one. No foot on the line that time.
That's 6. And the lead grows to 4.
All he had to do was get started, Dan. He started off slowly, but once he got into the zone.
Runner by Hudson, not good. Cross rebounds. And an offensive foul, I think, and if that's what it is, that's late. Now they're going to get a foul as Cross went for the offensive board, so he'll go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Thought I saw Charlie Brown pointing the other way.
A lot of contact down there. Here it is again, Dan. Now here's his shot. Hudson's shot. Rolls around. Good rebound by Cross. And a lot of contact underneath.
2 free throws, and there it is. Lynette Cross.
They just get the ball to Hughes.
They're looking for him, and there he is with Cross right up in his chest.
There's your screen. Use it.
Had to flip it off to Ivory, and Ivory's soft jumper wouldn't go. Tony Penn crosses over and now pulls it back. Bates, that's a 3, and it's good.
Well, see, Watson, Dan, had to come out. He started to come out, then he stopped. And you can't give him that kind of shot.
There's another one of those goofy super balls on the floor. And we're going to take an official's timeout, during which we get a warning from the PA announcer to the crowd, I'm sure. But right now, a break in the action. 54-53 Carbondale. One of your network sponsors is Pepsi.
Okay, we're back now. Watch the three-pointer here by Bates. See right here, number 12, Ivory Watson. Dan, he had to get out there. You know, he took a step out, then he stopped. He has to get out, put a hand in Bates' face.
Dylan Bates' mom and dad sitting up in the stands. They look about as nervous as the coaches do. Cross hits the deck. 5-on-4. If Manuel hurries, now they pull it back out. Hughes. And who'd want to guard him the way he's going? He's going to look for another one here. Couldn't get up off his feet that time. Watson will, and he scored.
Well, Watson didn't get out on defense, but he's shown he can do a little offense.
Manuel back to the lead, and Ivan Watson into double figures. Hudson, bounce pass on the baseline. Tony Penn had a shot, passed it up. Watson's going to try to fly in there, and he's fouled as he went up. Brandon Hughes. And that's number 4.
Well, watch Hughes right here. Now they're in trouble because now Hughes from behind gets a lot of the arm right there on Troy Hudson. Now that's 4. Do you take him out? Do you leave him in? I think you have to leave him in. He has 25 points. He's the reason you have the 1-point lead.
Troy Hudson is lined for 2 shots.
And the phenomenal free throw shooting continues for Carbondale.
Hudson and Hughes as advertised. Hughes 25 points, Hudson 18.
It's been a battle between those two guys. Here comes Brandon Hughes with 25 points and 4 fouls. And Carbondale may help him out by going to a zone here.
Now this is...
They'll be looking to find a spot for him, although Bates is almost locking Hughes up in a box of 1. Now it's
like a 1-2-2 now.
Yeah, Tony Penn out front putting on the pressure on Hughes.
It was a 3-2.
3.5 left. Ivory had to readjust, and he scored anyway.
Everybody looking for Hughes. Ivory just stood there wide open.
Manuel back by 1.
Now Manuel goes back into a zone, and this is to protect Hughes.
Hughes out front. Now he's back low on the left side of that zone defense down low.
Well, he's not going to pick up that 5th foul.
Great shot by Hudson. I don't know about that one. Ill advised perhaps, and a rebound to Manuel, trying to extend that lead. Watson streaks in, shot it up short. Still battling for it. And Tucker double dribble. Tried to come out with it.
You know, if Tucker could just harness some of that energy, he would be the best player in the state. He has so much energy, and sometimes he plays out of control. Here it is again. The shot is just a little bit short. Now watch Tucker. He'll come up with a loose basketball, and then he'll double dribble right there. He said, oh, man. Oh, man.
Look at the coach.
That's why he said, oh, man, because the coach was upset about it.
Timeout called. 2:44 left. It's 57-56 Peoria. We'll return after these local messages. Dick Lefty Van Syok, his high school yearbook photo, and you can see that the quotation there is, they can conquer who think they can.
Well, I'm sure he thinks he can conquer the Carbondale Terriers. He's up by 1 point.
Coach Van, perhaps 244 away from his first state championship. Carbondale adjusts the defense again. They run to trap out front. Jimmy Cross in the game with Ivan Watson. They play catch over the top of the zone. Cortland Tubbs down in the right corner for Peoria. Tubbs has it in the lane, penetrates, and he's fouled on the way up. Carbondale a long way away from forcing Manuel to the bonus. That's only the third team foul on the Terriers.
Yes, and watch, he's pushed from behind right there. Only the third team foul with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Looking to get it in, having trouble, and a 5 count against the Rams.
That's a crucial turnover. Well, you got to get that in, Dan.
Let's check in quickly with Joe Passion. Joe?
Interesting enough, we're seeing how Carbondale's play much more physical basketball, guys. In that last huddle, Tim Blyer reminding his team, we have 4 fouls to give. Now, of course, 3. So play more physical, get the ball, and make the game come to you. Force it our way. Back to you guys.
57-56 Manuel. Heading down toward 2 minutes.
Manuel back in his zone defense. That's a Kentucky Hughes, their best player. 4 fouls, 25 points.
They jam it inside, stolen away. Jimmy Cross. Bounce pass behind the back. Watson shot is good.
Oh, a couple of great head fakes by Watson, but you got to give credit to Ivy with a great steal.
3-point Manuel lead and 1:40 to go. Donald Green got the roll.
He touched every bit of that rim before it fell in.
90 seconds away from the end of this game. It's 59-58. Watson in trouble, and a 10 count. Carbondale will get it back and a chance to take the lead.
Great, great defense by Carbondale.
Willie Coleman replaces Cortland Tubbs. And a timeout called by Carbondale. Tim Blyer wants to set his offensive strategy with 1:25 to go and his team trailing by a point.
Well, I'm sure he's telling his team, let's not get caught up in the excitement, especially telling Tucker, calm down. You know how Tucker is. Calm down. Let's go into the huddle and see what he says.
2-3 offense. 2-3 offense. With Nad out front, with Dylan out front. You stacking with Tucker.
This announcement once again for Blackford home of the game. The team will arrive in Peoria Village
I want
Sunday at 12:30
working the ball until Tucker catches the ball. Okay? Or until we get an open three. An open three. Or a single. All right? Tuck, you got to keep working. If they're in man, watch the lane. If they're in man, we're going to run Marquette. All right? Let's go work the ball. Now, if we make it, we're up to get after. Come on, let's go. Still got power. Let's go. Still got power. Don't give it away.
He wants them to run their 2-3 zone offense, work the basketball until Tucker gets the ball, but if they're in man, that's the last thing he said, they may come out in man. Don't forget your man-to-man.
He also said, don't be afraid to take the 3 if it's open.
And he emphasized an open 3.
Three-pointer has been so deeply integrated into the high school battle plans these days. Inside it goes to the main man. Missed the shot. And the rebound by Peoria.
He did everything. They did what he wanted.
There's a minute left in the state championship game. Ivan Watson, now closely guarded.
I think you got to foul him soon, Dan.
Jimmy Cross with a timeout called by Manuel at 50 seconds to go. After 45 years of coaching, could this be the moment Dick Van Sciak has been waiting for? Dick formerly coached at Armington High School and at Washington High School, and back in 1962, there's Coach Van with his Washington ball club that made the trip downstate.
Nice haircut.
He was a runner-up a couple of years ago with that club led by Howard Nathan. And he has a 1-point lead in this championship game with 50 seconds to go. And when time resumes, Manual will have the basketball. Let's listen in.
Don't hide. Hey.
Difficult when you have 3 guys yelling at you at once, isn't it?
Rams have thrown it in. They pick for Hughes. They can't get him. They do get it to Watson in the corner. Double team there. And now they skip it back to Hughes. Manual in pretty good shape right now. 40 seconds left. Watson. And a foul call to don't forget. Oh, jump ball call. So Manual keeps it, but the possession arrow now swings in Carbondale's direction. And don't forget, Carbondale has only 3 personal fouls as a team. They're 3 or 4 away from the bonus.
Well, now you better take it.
Well, they hacked Hughes down there, no call. Now Coleman is fouled, and that's 4. But only 25 seconds left. They're going to have to foul him quick or make a steal.
Almost had the steal.
Dick Van Syok waiting on the bench. The ball comes in, taken away, and recovered by Tony Penn. 20 seconds. Hudson on the baseline. Yes, sir! Over the timeline comes Manual, down 1. Hughes is fouled, and it's not a shooting situation. A pretty good foul there by Carbondale to cut off the drive by Hughes. Only 5 on the team.
A great move by Carbondale to cut off that drive by Hughes. Here's the basket at the other end, and Dan, you have to give the officials credit because they're letting the kids decide the basketball game. Here's Troy Hudson, your all-stater. A lot of contact, falling out of bounds, little jump shot, and the bench is happy. But you have to give the officials credit because there was contact. A whistle could have blown, but they're deciding to let the kids decide this basketball game. But a good foul on this end defensively by Carbondale. They're not in the bonus yet.
Boy, and now that foul situation, which seemed to be such a detriment for Carbondale, really plays into their advantage. Let's listen into the Manual huddle. There's Dick Van Syok.
You got what we're doing now. Let's go. All right, let's go.
6.5 seconds. Peoria to inbound, and another one of those balls comes out of the stands and almost nails a coach on the Manual side.
Boy, this is ridiculous.
Here we go. And a foul called before the ball even comes in. The foul called as Brandon Hughes tried to come get the basketball. No bonus yet. 0.4 of a second ran off. So 6.1 to go. The next foul will put Manual at the line for the 1-and-1. Looking to come in. Hughes is fouled. Brandon Hughes fouled in the corner with 4.2 to go. And he'll have the 1-and-1.
You know, the Manual bench was wondering on the previous foul, how did time run off the clock? And the whistle blew, the ball never got inbound. Here's the foul. They get the ball inbounds to Hughes. This is the man you want to have the basketball.
There's
1,
the fake.
2, 3, and there's the contact.
Now, wait a minute. The officials are trying to hand the ball in, and it is indeed the 1-and-1. Charlie Brown now realizing that.
Well, it's up to the scorer's table to blow the horn and let the officials know. You know, it's not the official's job to keep track of the fouls. That's why you have a scorer's table.
As they did. Now the officials will confirm, and I'm certain that that is the 7th team foul on Carbondale. Should send Hughes up to the line. And the Carbondale kids are talking to him a little bit. With 4.2 seconds to go, Peoria Manual down by a point. Brandon Hughes could take care of that if he can hit these 2 free throws.
And let everyone in this arena dance on their feet.
1-1 with the state championship hanging in the balance. Right through. .60-60. Van Sciot calls his club off the foul line. They're going to go back and play defense as Hughes gets set to shoot what could be the state championship winning free throw. Good again. 4 seconds. Hudson heaves it up. No good. And Peoria Manual has won the state championship. What a finish in Champaign tonight.
Don't get much better than this.
A basketball team that starts 3 juniors, a freshman and a senior, and a team with no one taller than 6 feet 2 inches tall, has won the state championship. And Dick Van Sciot finally has the big one. He's with Joe Passion. Joe?
Brandon Hughes doesn't need a shirt. Right now, 45 years doesn't really seem all that long, does it?
You know, it's been a great year with a great team. And this guy on my left has played for me back in '72 when we got 4th in the state. And has been with me every year, all the way through. Even when he was in college, he was helping out. He's my top assistant. I can't say enough for Coach McLean, and this guy right here has been with him about 6-7 years. Karen, dear, I love you.
Of course, Karen is wife in the hospital, and I'm sure she's going to recover very fast after watching a game like this. Brandon, of course, on the line. Tell us what you're thinking about. It seems so perfect, nothing but net.
I work on it every night in practice. Always business just like this for a state championship to win the game. And it came true for me today, and I'm real happy with it.
Here's a look at it right here. And as the crowd goes crazy around you, you're backpedaling, and the coaches
are right. I had to get back on Hudson because I know he can end it with a shot like that. So I hustled him and get back, and I celebrated afterwards.
Well, Coach, obviously, I don't know how you could summarize the feelings you must have with Karen in the hospital, the kids playing so well, 45 years, winning as coach this season. I don't know if you can handle all this emotion, but somehow you're going to. How do you feel right now?
Well, you know, I've always said I never felt bad for not having won a state championship. I'm going to be the same tomorrow morning as I am tonight. We play a game at a time. This is an awfully big one. It's one that I'll never forget. You know that. State championship. And I just can't say enough.
Wayne McLean, great job down there helping the coach out for many years. We hope to see you around for a long time to come.
Thank you. He gives me a lot of leeway.
All right, guys, congratulations. Go pick up some hardware. Dick Van Sciach picks up his championship trophy after 45 years as Manual wins 61-60 over Carbondale. We'll be back with the medallions and trophy presentations from America's original March Madness right after these messages.
America's original March Madness.
61-60, Peoria Manual has won the boys AA state championship. A dramatic finish. And what a cold-blooded performance by Brandon Hughes at the foul line with 4 seconds to play. Stepped up, his team down by a point. The 1-and-1. And Brandon Hughes stood up there at the line and knocked them both in to give his club the lead, and then the Rams withstand a last-second shot to take their first state title under Coach Dick Van Sciach. What a terrific moment for these kids and for the city of Peoria, actually, which hasn't won a basketball championship since way back in 1977 when Central did it.
Well, I tell you, they put on quite a performance. Brandon Hughes was just outstanding. As we said he would be, we knew he would be. I tell you, Dan, what a basketball game.
Well, the play of the game, ordinarily we'd be hard pressed to show you a free throw as the play of the game, but Brandon Hughes sending shockwaves around the state with that one. Play of the game brought to you by American Airlines and American Eagle. Something special in the air, and a shot in the air from Troy Hudson, the All-Stater, hit the board, drew a little iron. The tip-in shot actually came after the buzzer. I'm not sure they would have counted that or not. It didn't fall at any rate, and Manual hangs on for the 1-point win and the state championship. Right now, let's join public address announcer Steve Adams as we present the medallions and trophies for the championship game.
3, Tony Penn. Number 24, Alan Jackson. Number 30, Carl Smith. Number 31, Rashad Tucker. Number 32, Matt Broom. Number 34, Antoine Mitchell. Number 40, Joe Cross. Number 41, Matt Foster. Number 42, Anqua Spencer. Number 43, Donald Green. Team manager, Eric Green. And last but not least, let's recognize the superintendent of Carbondale High School, Margaret Hollis. And now presenting medallions to the squad members of the first place team will be Mr. William Wright of Savannah High School in Savannah, who serves the IHSA as a member of the board, and Mr. James L. Fries of North High School in Downers Grove, who serves the IHSA as a member of the board. Now let's meet the Rams of Peoria Manual, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 27-6. Let's meet the principal of Manual High School, Mr. Sandy Farkish. The head coach of the Rams, Dick Van Sciach. Assistant coach Wayne McLean. Assistant coach Jerry Stoll. Assistant coach Chuck Westendorf. Assistant coach Ken Meichner. Assistant coach Tim Kenny. And manager James Watson. And now at center court, here are the players. First, number 42, Brandon Hughes. Number 20, Brandon Allen. Number 30, Jimmy Cross. Number 32, Cortland Tubbs. Number 44, Willie Coleman. Number 54, Daryl Ivory. Number 34, Willie Simmons. Number 14, Jeff Walraven. Number 12, Ivan Watson. Number 10, Cleo Gayton. Number 22, Tony Bird. Number 52, Marcus Griffin. And number 40, Sergio McLean. Those are the Rams of Peoria Manual High School. And now for the trophy presentations. Presenting the second place trophy will be Mr. Newton. Will head coach Tim Blyer and the captains of Carbondale High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. And there it is, the presentation of the second place trophy.
Well, the closing moments of the game. Carbondale trying to pull it together. The Terriers now receiving their second place hardware. What a terrific season they've had, and what a couple of great players on that basketball team. Troy Hudson and Rashad Tucker. They're the state champs, the Rams of Peoria Manual. And we'll come back to Champaign to close things out for 1994 right after this. Well, once again, it's all over in Champaign as Peoria Manual wins the state championship for the first time in Dick Van Sciac's 45-year coaching career. 28 of those years spent in Manual. He beats Carbondale tonight in dramatic fashion, guys, by a final score of 61-60.
Well, Dan, it doesn't get any better than this. A one-point win. He had a chance to win it here at the buzzer. Outstanding basketball game, and I'm really happy for Dick. You know, he's been coaching a long time, and he finally gets that big hardware.
Terrific.
Really makes for the classic dramatic moments of this tournament, not only for Dick Van Sciac, 45 years in the making. He finally gets his state title, but also Ron Nikovich, after 25 years, he goes out of retirement the same way he came in, not only with a win, but with a trophy on a championship floor. And remember, this is not the only tournament this month that is finished in dramatic style. Go back 2 weeks ago, the girls AA championship game. A freshman guard from Glenbrook South, it's a buzzer beater, knocks off two-time defending champion Marshall. And then last week, the boys Class A championship championship. Pinckneyville hits a buzzer beater at the end in another dramatic game, very much like this one. Each weekend they keep getting better, guys.
That's true. Call it March Madness.
That's exactly right. You know, it's true that players come and go. We saw Jerry Hester, the Illini freshman from Peoria, out celebrating with the Manual kids over there, wishing he'd won one of those state championships when he played high school basketball. The players do come and go, but these coaches are such fixtures on the high school basketball scene in Illinois that I think that's what I'm going to take away with me from this weekend is Ron Nikovich closing out a 25-year career with a victory, and I'm so thrilled to have been on hand when Dick Van Sciak finally won that state championship.
All these years of dealing with Dick, as we all have in different capacities, you know, not only with his great record, but such a class guy, and the same thing goes for Coach Nikovich.
Same with Coach Nikovich, too, Dan. I agree with you. It was great to see Ron Nikovich get that final win, his final game, and Van Sciak, who knows, this may be his final basketball game. If it is, what a way to go out.
Well, thank you so very much for watching. We think that March Madness seems to bring out the best in all of us. That includes the coaches and the players, and certainly the people on our television crew. For Joe Passion and Kenny McReynolds and our producer Bob Albrecht, I'm Dan Roan. Now sit back and enjoy some of the special moments from March Madness 1994. So long, everybody.